Good morning, students. So we are looking for some of the advanced concepts in Java now, apart from object-oriented concepts. So those concepts are also related to object-oriented, but they are purely introduced by the Java programming language. So there are other programming languages also which follows object-oriented paradigm, but these concepts that we are learning are firstly introduced by Java and then some languages like C Sharp. Okay, time and again I'm using or I'm taking the names of these languages so that you can at least remember. So C Sharp is also using almost the same concepts that the Java is using, but first Java has introduced. So one of the concept is what? Abstract class. This we have already seen. What is an abstract class? When students, you have something which is not concrete, when you have something which is vague, so you cannot exactly think about that thing. Yes, right. So one of the example is when I'm saying a shape. So what shape we are talking about, we are not very sure about that because the shapes are of infinite types. So all of these shapes you can see here. So every time you are drawing a shape, it is becoming different. It is becoming different, and it is some random shape is appearing. But one thing is common in this, in all of these shapes, you have some area in all of these shapes that you can find out, and you have some parameter. Parameter, I mean the boundary of the shape, which starts from one point and which ends at another point. So all of these shapes, they are having these two properties. One is called area and another is called perimeter. Uh, Perimeter. Yes. So whenever you have a situation like this, and there are plenty of situations when you have something vague, but properties are very clear in that. So that class, you will make it as a abstract. As a result, what will happen? You can derive this class. I mean, from this class, you can derive another class. For example, from shape, you can derive the circle class, but you cannot create the object of what? Shape class, because object is not going to make any sense. Any other example? Yes, any other example? One example also we have seen from the animal. So whenever we are talking about animal, so what animal comes to your mind, or what picture of an animal comes to your mind? It's a vague, because animal is a generic word, animal is a general word. But when I'm saying a dog, so now the picture is clear. Here it is vague, but when I'm saying a dog, now it is clear. So in all those cases, what you make is you will make all of these classes abstract. And making abstract class, it's not a very difficult task, it's the easiest task. Before the class keyword, you would be writing what? The abstract keyword. As a result, what will happen? As a result, like for example, this class animal. Yes. So if you are making this class abstract, so Java will stop you to create the instance of this class animal. You have to always derive the animal class. And for example, if you are deriving the class dog from the animal, so now the dog objects can be created, absolutely no problem. Yes. So after that, you can refer to the previous session also for any detail. We have covered each and everything in detail about the abstract class in last session. One example also we have seen about the number class. This is the actual class which exists in Java library, and this number class is an abstract class. Meaning is what? You cannot create the object of this number class. Why you cannot create? Because it's an abstract. And why it is an abstract, by the way? Because when I'm saying a number, there are plenty of possibilities. You're talking about double, you're talking about float, you're talking about a long, you're talking about integer. I'm not sure at this point what number you're talking about, even a real number, or a complex number. So I'm not at all sure at this point. So what Java will do, Java will stop you at this point. Okay, you cannot directly create the object of number class, but rather you can derive from this number class known as double, float, or these are the different types of numbers. So you can derive this. Now you can create the integer class, you can create the big integer class, or even you can create the big decimal class. Absolutely no problem in that. Now here comes a student towards abstract versus concrete. So what is an abstract? Abstract, the object cannot be created. The object cannot be instantiated. What is a concrete class? The concrete class is a solid class. And when I'm saying a concrete and solid, so I mean that object can be created. So animal hierarchy, if you are looking completely to the animal hierarchy, from animal there is another abstract class, a canine. And from this canine you have two classes. One is called wolf, or another is called dog. So they are concrete classes, and in these concrete classes you can create the objects, but here you cannot create the objects, because these are the two species of the animal. These are the two species, or these are the two families of the animal classes. Here in this family you can create the cat class, or you can create the lion class, or even you can create the tiger class, because these are the concrete classes. Okay, I'm moving ahead, and one last time we are looking at the abstract methods. Yes, so what is an abstract method? Abstract method is a special method which is not having any body. And whenever you are thinking about the abstract method, always think of this diagram from your textbook, or from your standard Java programming book. This diagram is depicting the exact concept of abstract methods. So it is having a head, but it is not having a body. How will you translate this diagram into a programming part? So you would be writing public abstract, because this is abstract, and then you would be writing the return type, because it is not returning anything, so you are writing void, and then eat is a function name. Eat is a function name, and straight away you put these semicolon. So you are not putting a body is not at all allowed in abstract method. So you are directly giving what? The head, or the header of what? The abstract method. Now it is the responsibility of the derived class that should implement, or that should make the body of abstract methods, because we know that any animal would be there, this function must be there. But eating is different for all the animals. So fish eats in a different way, yes, and dog eats in a very different way, cat eats in a different way. So all the animals, if they are animals, obviously they are going to breathe and they are going to eat. But the way they are eating and the way they are breathing, they are completely different. Okay, although the function name is same, but the body part, I mean the implementation part and the functional part, would be what? Very different. So that's why we are making it as a abstract. Then the next concept, equally important concept, is what? Interface in Java. Interface in Java. And when I'm saying an interface in Java, always remember, Java does not support multiple inheritance. Java does not support multiple inheritance. And for your revision, what is a multiple inheritance? We have multiple base classes, for example b1 and b2, and from this we are making a one derived class. We are making a one derived class. So there is a genuine problem in this kind of a inheritance. So Java stopped this multiple inheritance, and Java instead has introduced this concept called interface. So let's see the purpose of a interface and the requirement for the multiple inheritance. Okay, so now consider this animal hierarchy. So up to this, absolutely no problem. Yes, to this, absolutely no problem, in a sense. Okay, when you are saying animal, when you are saying animal, an animal has is an abstract class, and this is having two, a kind of a species, or a kind of a group. So dog is one of the group from one of the creature from the canine species, species. But sometimes what happens, student, is that we want a pet kind of dog. We want a human friendly dog. We want a dog which we can take to our home. Yes, and that's the requirement. So what will happen in that case? Because dog is ultimately belonging to this canine species, or a canine family. Now what we want is, we want a dog to be pet also. So there is a class pet and there is a class animal. So what the scenario is becoming? The scenario is becoming like this. There is a pet and there is what? Animal. There is what? Animal. So up to animal, If we are just deriving a dog, so it's a single level inheritance, absolutely no problem. The moment you say that okay, it is also deriving from the pet, now it is becoming what? Multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. And what problem can multiple inheritance cause? Let's try to see. And for that, I'm taking one different, the example to explain the severe problem or the severeness of multiple inheritance. For example, you have a base class. You have this base class digital recorder, and it is having one, a data member integer I. So this is the data member, and it is also having a burn function. Yes. Now CD burner is a class which is driving from the digital recorder, and there is another class DVD burner. They are also this class is also driving from the digital recorder, and both the classes are having this burn function, and they have implemented or they have extended in their extended, I mean they have given some more information about the CD burner and about the DVD burner, so they have extended this part. Yes, so the point is actually CD burner, it is having a burn function, and DVD burner is having a burn function. I don't know how many of you, you are in 2024, so how many of you know even about the CD and the DVD drive, CD drive and the DVD drive. And I don't know how many of you know about the actual even burn function. So CD and DVD students, it is a special kind of a media. So when you directly, you cannot write on a CD. It requires a special functionality, and actually you are burning a data on CD, and that function is called burn. Burn means actually copy data to CD, copy data to CD. So this requires a burning, and there is a specialized burner for that, and that burner is called CD writer. CD writer. I don't know how many of you have heard this thing, but this thing does exist. Still, it does exist, and previously it was heavily used. Then there is a DVD burner also. Same thing it will do. It will burn the DVD, but CD is different and DVD is different. DVD is different. So what will happen when you are making a combo drive? Combo drive is what? That can run the CD, or that can play the CD, and that can play the DVD as well. This is a kind of drive which also exists. So which burn function it will take? Which burn? The burn of DVD or the burn of what? CD. So it got confused. It got confused. For example, let's say in a class, if there are two Rahul, and if the instructor is calling Rahul, so both the Rahuls will get confused. Sir is calling the Rahul 1 or sir is calling the Rahul 2. Yes or no? So if there is a class in which, let's say, there are two Rahul, yes, because Rahul is the most common name, and if the instructor is calling a Rahul, so both the Rahuls will get confused. Okay, sir is calling the which Rahul. So similarly here, this combo drive will is going to confuse whether I should take this burn or whether I should take this burn, and this problem is called deadly diamond of death, because it is forming a diamond, and this diamond is sometimes becomes deadly, not sometimes, always it becomes deadly. So that's why Java is stopped multiple inheritance, and that's the biggest problem of multiple inheritance, and that thing is called ambiguity, deadly diamond of death. That means the ambiguity, which burn to call. So Java is giving, uh, you know Java is giving the solution for this problem also, but in a different way, not in a multiple inheritance, not in the traditional multiple inheritance way. Yeah, there would be a requirement in which you have to derive a class dog. You have to make a class dog which would be deriving from one class, or which would be taking another, the properties of something. So Java is stopping here by giving a direct multiple inheritance solution. Instead, Java would give you something called interface. So what's an interface? Interface, it's similar to a class. It's similar to a class, but it contains only the abstract methods. Only the abstract methods. So interface, I would say the first line, it's similar to classes only. Similar to classes only, but it is having only the abstract methods. Yes, the abstract method. So Java interface is like 100% pure abstract class. So what is the meaning of pure abstract class? That means all the methods in the class are abstract, but still you can't write abstract class in that. You have to use this keyword called interface. So one last time, what is an interface? Interface is a way which gives a solution to multiple inheritance. Yes, which is going to implement the multiple inheritance in a Java way, or that's the Java way. And definition of interface is what? It's a collection of what? Abstract methods. And what is an abstract method, students? The abstract methods are the method with head or with header and without body. So now what you can do is, because pat is not from the original hierarchy. Original hierarchy, I mean, you are learning what? Animal hierarchy. So animal is a main thing. Okay, animal is a major hierarchy in which lot of species are there. Okay, so we cannot disturb this animal hierarchy. We will make all the classes there, either abstract or the concrete classes. And then if required something else, so that thing, I mean the pet, we will make it as interface. What we will make it as a interface. So interface is giving a solution. How it is giving a solution? This way. So to define the interface, what you would write? Public interface pet. And within this body, what you will have? Within this body, you will have only the abstract methods. You'll be having the abstract methods. Now, how you can implement an interface, or how you can implement the kind of a multiple inheritance? I'm not saying directly a multiple inheritance. Again and again, I'm saying it's a kind of multiple inheritance. It's a way of multiple inheritance. So you can write like this: public class dog extends canine, yes, and then implements what? Pet. That way, students, that way, this class dog will become what? Canine, which is the species of the dog, and that way the dog will also become what? Pet. And this way Java has achieved the multiple inheritance without the problem. What is the problem? Deadly diamond of that problem. So without the problem, Java has achieved the multiple inheritance. And this is you know the Java was the first language which has introduced a concept like this of the interface. Now here comes a complete implementation. So first you are defining what? Interface. I said it, it's similar to a class, but what will happen? It will contain only the abstract methods. What is abstract method? Abstract method is without body. Now if you are making a pet interface, what is the requirement for the pet? The number one requirement for the pet is be friendly. Be friendly. Unfriendly animals are not at all allowed in our house. Yes, they can harm our kids. Yes, they can do some mischievous things also. So they are not at all allowed in our homes. Yes, so they cannot live with the humans. So we need a friendly pets. So I'm making this interface pet. So be friendly is the first requirement. Then what is the second requirement? Obviously, if we are going for the pet, then the second requirement, the pet should play. The pet should play. That's why we are having those pets in our houses. Is that understood? So now public interface pet, this is what we made. And then what we are making here is we are making a class dog which is extending from canine. Up to here it is what? A single level inheritance. Now the moment you write implements, now implement is another keyword. Implements what? Pets. So extend is for what? Direct inheritance, and implement keyword is for what? The interface. Now you have to give the body. It's the responsibility of the dog class, because you are making a pet dog. So it's the responsibility of the programmer or the coder that you should implement this method. You should implement. How it is going to be friendly, it's your choice. Okay, because the cat, they are friendly in a different way. The dogs, they are friendly in a very different way. And sometimes the other rabbits, they are friendly in a very different way. So be friendly is the requirement, but how they are going to be friendly, this depends on the type of what? The class that you are implementing. How they are going to play, that again depends that how you are giving the functionality. Then public void roam, and then public void eat. So these are the just normal overriding methods. So how you can make a multiple inheritance in Java? This way. And this way you can implement multiple interfaces also. For example, pet, you have already implemented pet, then you can write another interface also, interface 1, interface 2, and interface 3. Yes, so that's the concept of what interfaces in Java. Yes, interfaces are just like classes, but they are having only the abstract methods. And okay, see this student once again. So now, if this is an interface, and this interface is not from this family of animals. Okay, so how they are not from the family of the animals? Because there can be a class robot, and from this robot class you can derive the class agent, but then you can make this special class called robot dog. So this robot dog is not the actual dog, it's the robot. And because it is also taking the interface pet, also it is implementing the pet interface. So what is the requirement for the pet? The requirement is this robot must be friendly. This is the first requirement. And the second requirement is obviously this robot dog must also play. Yes, so the interfaces, they have a multiple application. Now it's the responsibility of the robot dog class. If you are implementing the interface, you must implement, or you must give the functionality of play, and you must give the functionality of what? Be friendly. Yes, be friendly. And then some points, important points regarding this interface. So note it down one by one slowly. A Java interface is a collection of abstract methods and constants. Constants, if you can recall, constants are some variables which is having a constant value. For example, pi is equal to 3.14. So this is a constant value, and g is equal to 9.8. These are some mathematical and physical parameters, but there are some constants also in programming that we use, and these are also we use. So an abstract method is a method header without a method body. This we have seen. An abstract method can be declared using the modifier abstract. So this is a modifier, and this is a keyword also. Because all the methods in an interface are abstract, this is important, so usually it is left off. So in abstract class you have to explicitly write the abstract keyword before the method. Yes, but in interfaces you can leave this keyword abstract, because by default all the methods are abstract only. An interface is used to establish a set of methods that the class will implement. I think that you have understood. So now see this, there is an interface doable. So how many abstract methods are there in this? There are 4 abstract methods. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So these are the abstract methods. And the sign that they are the abstract methods: number 1, they are in interfaces. Number 2, after just the body, after just the header, you will find the semicolon. Now if you are implementing those, so there is class called can do, and this is implementing what? Doable. This is implementing doable. So now they have to give the body of this. So whatever you are doing here, you have to do that, and you have to implement 2 more the abstract methods in this class can do. So syntax is pretty clear. The interface, you can make it, it's just like a class but having a constants, plus you are having what? The abstract methods. Now we are going ahead, and we are seeing the difference between interfaces and abstract classes is sometimes asked in interview also. Clear cut differences you should tell the interviewer, and you should tell the instructor also whenever he's asking, and whenever in exams also, if you're facing this question, interfaces versus abstract class. The point I have already explained. Now try to understand this. All the methods in an interface are abstract, and I have written one thing before Java 8. Now I'm not going into a detail what is Java 8, because all of you know the versions also, and you can find out the meaning why I have written before Java 8. This is your responsibility. Now in contrast, abstract classes can have both abstract and concrete methods. So abstract classes can have both the concrete and the abstract methods. On the other hand, interfaces are having only abstract methods. A class can implement multiple interfaces. That's one major difference, but can extend only one class including the abstract class. So you can extend, you can derive only from one class, whether it is abstract or concrete, but you can implement multiple inheritance. So interfaces do not contain constructor, meaning you cannot create the instance of an interface. But that's the same story with the abstract class also. You cannot create the instance of abstract class also, but they can contain a constructor which the programmers can use in derived classes. So explicitly we write interfaces do not contain constructors, and abstract class can contain a constructors, and then but you cannot instantiate. But the driving classes, they can use those constructors for the driving purpose. For the driving, I mean for the purpose of reusability. Now the third concept that we are looking is package in Java. Package in Java. So first thing, this is also a new concept. First thing, we have seen the abstract class, then we have seen the uh, uh, interfaces, and then now we are seeing the package part. Package, now and then I'm using this word package also. Let's give you the simplest kind of a definition of a package first, and then we'll start the package part also. A Java package is a group of similar types of classes, interfaces, and sub packages. So what is a Java package? It is a group, that means it is a group of three things. So you can have similar classes. I mean, when you're talking about animal hierarchy, so in a package, in an animal package, or maybe some different package, you will have all the classes related to animals only. And when you're taking a shape package, so this package will contain all the related classes of shapes, like for example, circle, triangle, rectangle, square, hexagon. All of these classes would be there in shape package. And then the interfaces also, related interfaces and sub packages. So sub packages, what is a sub package? A package can contain a small package also, and in this small package you can have some classes. There are two ways to understand the packages. First is called built-in package, and other is called user-defined package. Can you recall this? Built-in, we have learned built-in data type. So built-in data type is given by Java. Yes, built-in data type is given by JVM, or you can say a Java, or even you can say the Java compiler. That means the JRE I'm talking about, Java runtime environment. And then what is a user defined data type? User defined data type, it's what you define for your specific purpose. Similarly, some packages are built in, which is given by the Java, and some packages, students, they are user defined. That means when you are working in some projects, so you are making the packages, and those packages are called user defined packages. Yes, there are many built-in packages are there. So one of the root package is Java itself. The name is Java, and one thing you will find about the package, their name is always starts from the small keyword. So here you see a Java, J is from small, and this is a big package, or the core package, or you can say the root package, core package or the root package. Inside this Java package, there is something called lang package. Lang is for the language, and there is something called util. So util is a sub package, and AWT. So util package is for the utility, lang is for the language, and AWT, we are coming to that, it is abstract windowing toolkit. So now this lang package, which is a sub package of Java, contains classes. And just for your information, we have already used many times this class called system. So system is a class, and many times we have used this class called a string, but we never knew that it is coming from a lang package, and we have never imported also. Why we have never imported? Because the lang is the default package. So whether you import or you don't import, the lang package is actually automatically imported to all the Java programs, but not the other packages. So there is a util package. In this util package, there is utility class called ArrayList. There is a class called map class. And the difference all of you can find, the packages are starting with the small character, and all the classes are starting from the capital character. That's the convention of a Java. Here in AWT, you will find a class known as button class. So Predefined packages in Java are those developed by Sun Microsystem. So initially, it was developed by Sun Microsystem, and we know that what is a Sun? Sun is a Stanford University network, which was the network of the alumni in Stanford University. They have created this organization, Sun Microsystem. Now, because it's overtaken by the Oracle, so now it's a part of Oracle. These packages contain a wide range of predefined classes, interfaces, and obviously the methods also. So methods, obviously, they are available in classes and interfaces, but we would say like this: these packages contains a wide range of predefined classes, interfaces that programmers can use to perform various tasks in their program. So depending on the program, we can use all those predefined classes and packages. Java.lang package, we are briefly studying some of the core packages or inbuilt packages. So first package is java.lang. As I said, lang stands for what? Language. And this is the default package. So Java lang package consists of classes and interfaces that form the core of the Java language and the JVM. For example, there is an object class, there is a string class, there is a thread class. So all of these classes are core, and they define in a predefined, they define in this default lang package. This package is imported automatically into all the Java programs. Meaning what? Whether you import or you don't import, doesn't matter. It will be imported automatically to all the Java programs. Other packages, for example, IO. IO stands for what? Input, output. Input, output. So remember, I have given this example of file class. Okay, so file is an object. File is a class, and if you are creating an object of file class, let's say F1. So this file class is available in which package? Java.io, because it's related to the input output. Then there is a util, which is utility. So calendar class is there, date class is there, and many more classes are there. For example, stack, vector, linked list, hash, all the classes which deals with the data structure, plus the general utilities, I mean the computer science utilities, they are available in util package. Then there is a net package also. Net is for the networking. So when you are making a client server application, and when you are making some network application which communicates over a network or which communicates over internet, so you use this dot net. Net is for networking package. So they are having a classes like URL, they are having a classes like socket. All of the things, they are there in net package. Then one last thing, and that's the point from where we have to start another way, that's called AWT. So AWT stands for Abstract Window Toolkit, and this package contains the classes for building GUI, graphical user interfaces. Okay, so you will find elements like button, list, menus, text areas, and you will find windows, you will find dialogues, all the things related to GUI, graphical user interface, you will find it in AWT. Remember, Java can develop 4 types of application. One of the application is console application, which we are working till now on. But another type of application is a Windows application. So you will see a full-fledged working window like this, okay, like this. And this, and there you will find a button also, there you will find a text area also. So all of these things are available in AWT, Abstract Windowing Toolkit. So I would go this way. This is the programming part that you need to understand. So how the packages are arranged in Java, and in future when you are working on Java projects, how you are going to arrange your classes and packages for your project, because every project is having packages and those packages are having classes, because we are working, or the Java is working in a modular way. Modular way, I mean the project is divided into modules. Obviously the smallest module you will find is a class. So here is a root package called com, and this root package is having one sub package called example. How can I identify this is a package? With this small character. So generally in the hierarchy, not generally, most of the time, you will find the package with the small character name, starting from the small character name. Now this example is having one sub package called utilities and another sub package called model. That way you understand. This blue is com. This is a big area. There's a big area, all of you can see that big area. And then within this there is small area, this is called example. Yes, and example, apart from example, there is something called model in that. So model is also a sub package. Now within this example, there is something called utility. Utility. Yes, utility. So utility is also a sub package, and within this utility, you have something called my utility class. So this is starting from the capital. How can I know that? Because one is the extension, which is dot java, and another a key indication is that it is starting from the capital letter, and it is also starting from the capital letter. So this is a user class, and this is what my utility class. So that's where we arrange the packages in Java, and Java has already arranged all the core packages like this only, and Java has arranged all the classes in these packages only, so that the navigation will become easy, so that the use become easy. Things will not go in a haphazard way, things will go in a systematic and the hierarchical way. uh, Two syntaxes are required when you are importing a package in your program. There are two ways. One way is importing a specific class, another way is importing all the classes from a package. Importing all the classes from a package. Yes, so there are two specific ways. So the first way that we are going to see is when you are importing a specific class. So what is the syntax for that? It's very simple. Package name dot class name, that's it. So package name dot class name. So what is the example? So first is Java, and then dot util. It is already written, this still I'm writing util, and then this is the class name. So this way, this array list class, by the way, this is the actual class in a utility package. So this class would be imported in your program. When it is imported, so what you will do? Obviously, you will create the object of these classes as required. So this way you can import a single class in your program. The other way is that you can import all the classes from this package. So when you are writing a syntax like this, dot and then asterisk. So this is like a wildcard, Unix wildcard, and Java is following the same thing. This asterisk means all. So when you are saying dot all, so it will import all the classes from util package to your program, to your program. Okay, that's all about package. Now let's see physically where the packages are located when you install the JDK and when you install the Java. So where actually the packages are located. So let's go to that also. When you install JDK and Java on your system, so in program files, you will find this folder with the name Java. And when you open this, students, you will find JDK with the version. And when you open this, it has all the utilities, not util package. It's had all the Java utilities. For example, JVM is there, Java compiler is there, and then some bytecode viewers are also there. So those programs, they are there in bin folder. So you sometimes you can explore this bin folders also. But here we are talking about the packages. So for packages, you have to go to this library, and then there you will find the source file, source file. And when you open this source file, all of these are the packages. So specifically, I'm locating to java.base, and here I will find this package Java. Yes, and this Java package, because it's a root package, it contains all the other packages, So I hope you understood the hierarchy part and that. So for example, IO is input output. Lang is what I told you, it's a language. And then math is also a package. Time is a newly introduced package in Java, so time package is also there. Then there is this util package. What is a util package? It's a utility package. So if you open this utility package, students, you will find the source code of all the classes that Java has implemented, or Sun and Oracle, they have implemented. So there is this class called arrays. There is this class called array list. How can you know that this is a array list class? Because it's a Java source file. And believe me or not, you can go to the code of that class also, and you can find out how these people, these programmers, the developers from the Sun team, they have written all of these codes. So one class just for you guys I will open, and this is going to open by default in my Visual Studio. And copyright 1997, obviously the code should be copyrighted, so it is copyrighted. Now it is in the name of Oracle. Earlier it was Sun Microsystem. And here if you come, this is the core coding that we are looking here. Package is java.util. So here we are making a util package. Then there are some description about these codes that the programmer has written. One thing I would like to highlight here is the name of the author. Author, I mean the guy who has written this code. So even the name is written. This is the name. Two authors, they have written this code. And then here the class starts. This is a different class. So you see a public class array list. We will in future sessions we'll also see what is the meaning of angle brackets. Now right now you can ignore this and you can understand it is extending from which class? Abstract list class. Abstract list class. So it is extending from the abstract list class, and it is implementing what? List and uh, random access, and then clonable, and it is also access serializable. What is a clonable? Just for your information, clonable, students, is an interface. So you can see that array list is extending from the abstract list, but it is implementing what? A clonable interface. And there you will find all the code with all the descriptions written by these guys. So one thing, you can open that and you can find out the hierarchy. I hope all of you will go through this hierarchy, where are the packages are stored, how the packages are organized, and how even the classes are organized in Java, and how these classes, and just in Visual Studio Code, in any other another IDE, or even in the text pad, you can see the code also for this.